Hey guys, it's Bub here, and in this video we're taking a look at Optimum 11 26H1 Pro V2. That is definitely a lot in the name of an operating system, but I'm eager to take a look at it. This was made by the developers of Windows X Lite. We've taken a look at so many of their mods in the past, but this is a new one. I don't think we've taken a look at a version that is 26H1, and the screenshots online look really interesting. Now, in the past, I've looked at various X Lite versions, as I mentioned, and a lot of them have seemed to be filled with a lot of unnecessary bloat and other things that I just wouldn't deem necessary in an operating system. So I'm eager to see what Optimum 11 looks like and how it operates and what comes on it by default. And looks like my impression is still correct, though. I mean, this background is so advertisement. It's not what I would expect from an operating system like this. But I digress. Let's wait for setup to start, and then we'll get into it. Alright, so when we boot into the actual installer, we can either pick Defender on or Defender off. Because I like security, I will go ahead and choose Defender on. And then we should get the option to pick what disk we want to install to. And that's all we have to do. I'll be back when we're either in the out-of-box experience, or if it just takes us into the desktop after an install script. It could do either. Alright, and here we are on the desktop of this unique operating system. Now, all I did was I installed VMware Tools, and one thing to note is it didn't take us through an out-of-box experience, but rather it just launched us into the desktop, so it was like a pre-install script. On the desktop itself, we have the recycle bin, which, there we go, now it opened. And then we also have extras and info, and we'll go through this here. So this is something that always comes with X Lite, but here we have desktop shortcuts like change username, extras and info, power, and PowerShell. Next, we have enable printing, so I guess printing is not enabled by default. We have a registry key to fix the Xbox app sign-in, so I guess it's broken. We have guides that, okay, cool. We have the Microsoft Store installer, so it doesn't look like that's in by default. Web browser installers, again, probably not in by default. Widgets enabler, so if we want widgets back, we can turn that on or off. Next, we have registry tweaks like snap bar, snap layouts. Yeah, so it does look like that is off by default. We then have X Lite info, so some more advertising, 100% clean, safe, and optimized. Oh, I believe that. And then lastly, we have a folder of wallpapers. I actually do like some of these, and they are pretty nice wallpapers. I don't know where they came from, but they're really nice. I like them. Let's go ahead and shift our attention down to the taskbar. We're over here on the right side. We have our Show Desktop button. We have our notification and calendar tray. We have our system tray here. It is a little weird though, because on the taskbar in this build, they separate them by network. You can see it's its own little pane. Speakers, it's its own little pane, but when you click on it, even Bluetooth, but when you click on it, it just brings up this general pane like it does in Windows 11. So it's a little misleading that they're not linked together. Anybody who's used Windows 11 knows exactly what I'm talking about, how they are linked together. We then have VMware Tools, which I installed, safely remove hardware and eject media, and then Windows Defender, because I said in the installer that I wanted Windows Defender. Shifting over to the only thing that's centered on our taskbar, we have the Start menu. In fact, it feels a little out of place with it just being in the middle with nothing else around it. But clicking on that, we can see that we have a customized Start menu on this OS, so it's not the Windows 11 Start menu, which I don't understand. The Windows 11 Start menu is generally okay. But here by default, we have nothing in the recents or the pinned apps. It did create a profile for us called admin, so just regular admin. Documents, pictures, music, downloads, this PC, control panel settings, and run. Shifting into all programs, we have File Explorer, our accessibility, settings, and Windows security. Startup, Windows accessories, which actually this list is a lot more condensed than we usually see. Windows PowerShell, Windows System, Windows Tools, and then X Lite Tools. So even more things outside of these extras like File Explorer, Transparency, WinArrow Tweaker, Firewall, Print Spooler, Windows Update Service. The list goes on and on here. It's not just those. There's also some in the Start menu here. One thing I do want to come in and note here is that I didn't think this was supposed to be like a lightweight operating system, because we're not taking a look at one of the X Lite mini versions. We're taking a look at Optimum 11. But it does seem to be kind of taking that on that tiny mindset where there's not much in here by default. I mean, Edge isn't even installed by default. You have to get it from the installer here. So on that topic, let's go ahead into this PC and see that, well, even though I don't think it's supposed to be a tiny version of Windows, it certainly is. Coming into, if I could do this right, there we go. We are using 5.23 gigabytes on a 59.8 gig disk, meaning we have 54.6 gigs free. That is the smallest Windows 11 installation I have personally ever seen. I mean, that is pretty incredible. Alright, next let's take a look at Task Manager because, well, we already know our storage usage. Let's take a look at CPU and RAM. So CPU, we're doing the regular Windows thing where it bounces around a lot, although it's bouncing around a lot more than it normally should. Like, usually with Windows we see it between 0 and 10, but like we're spiking up to 20, 14, like it's just not right. I'm not sure what's going on there. As for memory, we are currently idling at 1.8 out of 8 gigs, so not bad at all. And then as for what's taking up our CPU and our RAM, CPU, it's mostly just Task Manager for some reason. But memory, we have the anti-malware service executable, which again is probably my own fault because I put Windows Defender on here. Let's go ahead and check out WinVer, see what it says. And they did, of course, customize Windows X Lite Optimum 11. I don't know if build 28,000 is a real build or not. I feel like it's not, but I haven't really stayed up to date on the latest Windows builds. I also know that 26H1 is not an official Windows build, as far as I'm aware. I know they typically only go H2. But it does appear to actually be Windows 11 Pro, which is better than Home because, you know, Windows 11 Home comes with so much bloatware in it. Let's go into About and see if that matches our theory. So, yep, Windows 11 Pro, 26H1 installed today. So that's the day I installed it. 28,000.1. Not sure where that's coming from. Probably a custom internal build, but I'll go ahead and jump out of there. So this was Windows Optimum. I can't even remember the whole name. Optimum 11 26H1 Pro V2. You know it's bad when I can't even remember the full name of the operating system. Definitely let me know what you think about this operating system down in the comments below, and if you have any other OS suggestions, ISOs you want me to take a look at, please link them or tell me about them down in the comments below because I love doing viewer recommended videos. With that being said, if you like this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new around here, as I do all kinds of different technology videos, including device restorations. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.